Hey, what's up, guys? Dr. Jeff and Megan, and this is a beautiful oil today, Arborvitae. We absolutely are obsessed. Well, I'm obsessed with
You
this
are.
oil. It's part of my cologne blend. But this oil is very special. The story behind it and the history of this oil. There is one man who is the only man in the world that distills Arborvitae, the giant red cedar. It's from Western Canada and British Columbia. And the story behind this oil is very, very powerful. He partnered with the timber industry, which has been going on for decades and decades up in Western Canada. And these trees are sourced sustainably. And when the timber companies would cut the wood and create like shingles or lumber or whatever they were cutting, all the sawdust they would collect and burn. This man came and started collecting the sawdust, and the oil is distilled from the sawdust of the wood. So what used to be a byproduct that would just go to waste now creates this beautiful, beautiful essential oil. And after the oil is distilled, the byproduct is shipped to paper mills and paper is produced. So what used to be burned, now we have a beautiful oil and also more paper, which is a much more responsible company.
Now, just like you said, it's sawdust. The aroma is sawdust. It smells like a man. It is, you're in the woods, you're cutting down trees. It has that wonderful, sexy man aroma to it. The oil itself is just as diverse as the tree is when it comes to all the things that the tree can produce or all the products that we can use from the tree. The essential oil is the same.
One of my favorite ways to recommend this oil is when your child comes home with something. Maybe it's their hand, maybe it's their foot, maybe it's their mouth, not sure. But this is an oil that we always recommend when there's a challenge regarding that. And then secondly, what I love to recommend this oil for is anytime you're exposed to any type of virus, because Arborvitae is one of the best oils to support in our body in getting rid of viruses. So those are my two favorite clinical uses of Arborvitae, but the uses are endless.
I'll give you a couple more.
Okay.
It's amazing for natural bug repellent. If you're going outside, put 3 drops of Arborvitae on, fractionated coconut oil, just rub it on your wrist or put it on. Jeff uses it as cologne. That's his bug repellent right there. Second, when it comes to seasonal threats, if you are somebody who suffers from being outdoors just in general, Arborvitae is going to help with any type of issues you have going on with seasonal threats.
Why Arborvitae is so powerful against seasonal threats is, again, why it protects the wood. One of the molecules in this oil is called a tropolone, and tropolones repel insects and stop bugs or stop fungus and moss and things from growing and destroying and decaying the wood once the tree falls. So these tropolones are very protective for wood, and for the same reason they're protective for our bodies by repelling those types of seasonal threats at the same time.
And bug repellent. There you go. My favorite thing about Arborvitae is the emotional connection it has to the meditative side that it has. So Arborvitae is a great choice to use, you guys, if you are practicing yoga, if you are just meditating, if you need some quiet time, if you need deeper rooted connection, start diffusing Arborvitae. It is just absolutely wonderful to set the calming, grounding, that effective mood for your room and environment and for yourself. Now, the emotional side of Arborvitae is it inspires one to trust the divine. So it inspires one to let go of thinking you have to live in this rut, thinking that you have to be sad, thinking that life isn't good enough. When you start using Arborvitae, you start to trust, you start to receive, you start to relax and become more open and available spiritually.
All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments about Arborvitae at all, let us know. Share this video if you found value in it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.